Have you ever finished a season of The Vampire Diaries or just finished watching Twilight movies and all you wanted to do next is playing a game where your main character is a werewolf or a vampire? Welcome again guys to What Games Need. In this video we're gonna be talking about vampires and werewolves in video games. If you're new to my channel, subscribe and like, and let's get started. First on our picks for today is Don't Even Think, a PS4 Battle Royale game on which squads of 3 would fight each other. Players in the game are capable of transforming into werewolves under the light of a full moon. Apart from the fact that these squads are fighting among each other, a werewolf could appear out of nowhere, making the winning even much harder. Next on our list we have Skyrim.
You have found our fortress. You have returned my daughter. But what is it you seek? Is it to be one of us? To make the darkness your own? To feast on the souls of the living and the dead?
When it comes to playing as a monster, Skyrim has everything to offer. Apart from the fact that the game is perfect in all of its aspects, Skyrim gives you the chance to play as a werewolf and a vampire on both its expansions. Not only that, but both creatures come with a great story to tell, and honestly, if you haven't played Skyrim yet, then you missed a hell of a lot.
Scrolls will be mine, and the tyranny of the sun shall end.
They have your scent, and nothing will stand in their way. They fight with fang and claw, bow and shield, sword and spell. And you think you will triumph against them? Very well. Let the hunt begin.
you're dead.
Back to Vampire games with Vampire the Masquerade 2. I'm so excited to play this game and can't wait for its release. The game revolves around the idea of starting as a thin blood, which means a weak vampire that will need to evolve with time and get stronger. During the game, you're capable of joining different factions while enhancing your abilities and powers. I believe that this game will be one of the best games in this genre. Here are some pre-alpha footages from the game.
Welcome to the first day of the rest of your death. Having fun yet?
I'm happy to see you accepted my invitation. All I need you to do is to find a thin blood by the name of Slug. He's in hiding, but the Nosferatu most likely know where he is. Once you find Slug, all you have to do is purchase some information off of him. Feel free to use whatever methods are needed to get him to comply.
And yes, she's so hot and I can't wait to meet her during the game.
Your handlers have sent you to find our smelly friend. You can find Slug under the freeway, in a place the locals call the jungle. He's smart enough to hide among the homeless down there, but not quite smart enough to do it well. Talk to him about coming to see us, and no one needs to know. We'll let you keep anything you've been promised from whoever sent you to me, but you'll want to watch yourself. Lots of unsavory animals in the jungle.
I don't know you. That's a good start.
Slug is a coward, but he survived this long on his own, so he's bound to be a handful. He's also not the only one you'll need to look out for.
Whatever methods are needed to get him to comply.
We'll let you keep anything you've been promised.
Just let me go. Come on, just let me leave.
Here they named a cocktail after me. The Bloody Mary. God, I hate that name.
We've all heard of Infamous, the PS4 exclusive, yet many people don't know the fact that the game has a vampire standalone story called Festival of Blood. It's absolutely worth a shot, and of course, if you're a fan of the Infamous series, you will enjoy this brilliant expansion.
Me and my boy, we were there for the last one. Before folks started howling out for help.
What the hell?
You're one of us now. Embrace your new life. It's wonderful.
Come sunrise, all of your free will be mine.
Speaking of vampires, what's better than playing Dracula in a video game? Next on our list we have Castlevania Lord of Shadow 2. The game is quite amazing. Konami's second release for Lord of Shadow 1 is such a masterpiece. The game makes you play as Dracula in a semi-open world game where you use a variety of weapons and skills, slashing everyone around you. The game also has stealth mechanics where Dracula possesses other creatures like mice and enemies. If that ain't enough for you, then check this out. The game's graphics and storyline are quite amazing, making it playable even today.
As a result of deforestation, oxygen in the atmosphere is diminished to the brink of extinction, putting us in vital emergency.
Back to unreleased titles, it's about time we speak of Werewolf the Apocalypse. In this game, the story follows Kale, an eco-terrorist werewolf who has been banished from his tribe. The protagonist goes in a fight against a corporation that causes pollution and threatens the werewolf's survival. The game will be released in February the 4th, 2021.
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain.
Again with Vampire games, this time we're gonna speak about Vampyr, a semi-open world game that gives the player a huge variety of choices where you play as Jonathan Reed, a doctor that awakens bitten to discover the fact that he became a vampire. All over the story, you're faced with the choices of drinking blood and growing stronger. Yet on the opposite side, your choices will affect the community with every blood empty cadaver you leave. To be honest, I've played Vampyr for a long time and I really enjoyed the game, and I believe that it's one of the greatest vampire games ever released.
And that you shall remain.
Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
The previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No, there was something more vile in these reactions, something primitive.
Are you alright, Doctor?
I can't see.
Over there! It ain't human! Kill it! Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
Take your place among the bearers of the lamps.
One of us! One of us! I
shall return as your judge and jury.
The god of Priwen has called for a second great hunt of our kind, and they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
You believe you're just fighting a disease, but it's you, the disease, Jonathan, you!
We stand upon the precipice. What prevails in the end, I wonder? The desire for blood, or to be of service to man?
Seasons don't fear the reaper.
Nikolai, you are the last of us, the last of a proud people.
They have taken you from me. They murdered your father and took you from our home. But I am coming for you. And before the moon gives way to the sun, their blood will stain the streets. Their entrails will spill from their bellies. Hell will be filled with the soul.
People are scared of you. I mean, look at your face. Who'd you get in a fight with? A fable, right?
While many people prefer combat when it comes to being the monster, our next game will focus on a totally different aspect. Yes, we're speaking of a Telltale game, specifically The Wolf Among Us. The game takes place on the mythical world of Tales, where you play as Bigby Wolf, also known as the Big Bad Wolf. Feared by almost everyone, Bigby goes on a journey to solve a murder case. The game's graphics are amazingly unique, and the storyline is full of unexpected surprises. If you're a fan of Telltale games, then you should definitely try playing The Wolf Among Us.
I don't know, Snow. Must be nice being the sheriff. Do whatever the fuck you like.
I have my limit for bullshit, and I think we reached it 10 minutes ago.
Bigby!
There's still a lot of questions.
It is a new world for us. For all of us. An age of scientific marvels. And yet, underneath the brass and steel.
Finally guys, we reach our last title for the day, The Order 1886. In case you simply want to murder werewolves instead of being one, then The Order 1886 is the perfect occasion to do so. Set in 1886 London, you go on a journey hunting the abominations. The game has an amazing dark and gothic setting, yet critics were quite harsh on the game because of its repetitive combat. Still, if you want to go on a hunt for werewolves, The Order 1886 is the best game to do so.
We possess.
Easy, boys.
It's all right, Mum.
We have made contact.
If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll meet you next time.